Okay, welcome to Overcoming Addictions TV. It's good to have you around once again. My name is Nyagno, and this is a channel that is here to help you overcome your self destructive habits and addictions, and also help you build positive ones that will keep you winning in life and destiny. Okay, so today we want to talk about something that is very crucial when it comes to overcoming bad habits and overcoming addictions, and that is the topic of how to overcome addictions and bad habits through accountability. Yes, today we're talking about accountability, and this is actually going to be a two-part series. All right, so you're going to watch out for the second one. On this first part, we'll be talking about how to find the right accountability partner, all right, in overcoming addictions and bad habits. All right, and the second part would be 5 ways to overcome addictions and bad habits through accountability. All right, so you need to look out for that second part. So, well, before I jump right into it, how you can find the right accountability partner, things you should look out for if you're looking to find the right accountability partner. You see, accountability is very powerful. It can help you to grow. It can help you to become more disciplined. It can help you to reach your goals. All right. It can help you to become more responsible. Accountability can help you to become, more productive in anything you're doing. And maybe some of you are looking at me like, what is accountability? So I'm going to give my definition, and I'm going to give the dictionary definition so that you can have a clearer understanding on what we have to talk about today. So what is accountability? So my definition of accountability is submitting yourselves to be answerable to someone, okay, with the aim of achieving a set goal. Submitting yourselves to be answerable to someone with the aim of achieving a set goal. So now I'm going to read the dictionary meaning of accountability, and I'm going to read the dictionary meaning of accountability partner. All right. So let's do that now. According to the dictionary, accountability is equated with answerability, blameworthiness, liability, and the expectation of account giving. All right. And an accountability partner is someone who supports another person to keep a commitment or maintain progress on a desired goal. They will often be a trusted friend or an acquaintance who will regularly ask an individual about their progress or receive confessions of moral wrongdoings. Okay? So, like I said earlier, accountability is very powerful. It's a very powerful thing or tool that you can use to reach your goals, to become a more productive person, to have that self-discipline, to have that self-development, and to overcome any kind of addictions. So I'm going to go right into it, okay? Because some people know what it means. Some people know the importance of having an accountability partner, but they just don't know how to find one. You see, it's actually not easy to find the right accountability partner. All right. To achieve a goal or to overcome an addiction, especially to overcome an addiction, there has to be a right kind of person. If you're battling with an addiction, whatever kind of addiction you're battling with, all right, if you're battling with an addiction, any kind of addiction, all right, if you want to come out victorious, if you want to come out triumphant, if you want to win that battle, you may need to have an accountability partner, because it will sure help you to win and to overcome that addiction. But the question is, how do you find one? Or who is the right person that you can have as an accountability partner? What are the things that you should look out for if you're looking to have an accountability partner to help you overcome your addictions. Number one thing that you must have and you must look out for is, number one, someone who you perceive genuinely cares about you. Someone who you perceive genuinely cares about you. All right. If you would have an accountability partner, somebody you can be accountable to, with the purpose of overcoming an addiction, all right, whether it's pornography, whether it's social media addiction, all right, whether it's smoking, whether it's drugs, whatever kind of addiction, all right, if you would have someone that you want to be accountable to, you want to be answerable to, you want to submit yourself to be answerable to, all right, you will need to find someone who genuinely cares about you. And how do you find someone who genuinely cares about you? Well, look around you, right? There is actually always, even if it's one person, really, there's actually someone that you can see, oh, this person really cares about me. All right. Usually, there's one or two persons, believe me, that sometimes we may tend to, reject, their friendship or their care. Okay. Sometimes we see it, but we tend to be repulsive, towards it. We don't want to have them close, but those persons may be actually the people or the person that can help you to overcome that addiction. Okay, if you want to be accountable to them. So number one, someone who you perceive genuinely cares about you. All right. So now number two, if you want to have an accountability partner to overcome any kind of addiction, it has to be someone who is easily accessible and reachable to you. All right, someone who is easily accessible and someone who is easily reachable to you. You can't have someone who you can call, at, almost any time of the day. Of course, you don't have to badge on, your accountability partner in the middle of the night. But of course, it's such a blessing and a privilege if you have that kind of person. Believe me, the more accessible, the more reachable, the better. So look out for this second one. Someone who is easily reachable and accessible to you. You can't, be accountable to someone. You're trying to overcome an addiction. You can't be accountable to someone, who you can't reach. You're trying to talk to this person. You're trying to be accountable. You're trying to report, your progress. You're trying to ask questions. You're trying to, be vulnerable, and you can't reach the person either on phone or physically. It's difficult. You can't have that kind of person as an accountability partner if you want to overcome an addiction. So number two, look out for someone who is easily accessible and reachable to you. All right. Number three, it has to be someone who will not judge you, but will encourage you. Someone who will not judge you, will encourage you. So in the process of being accountable, there are times where you have to, report what is happening, around you, as regards to the addiction. You need to be, open, and you need to be very honest and open to this person. So you need to perceive that it's somebody who will not judge you. And let me just give you a tip on how you can really know someone who will not judge you. Try to let the person know about a wrong that you did. It may not be the addiction, maybe something else. It may be something, something little, or something not so, how would I put it now? Something not so complex, not like a big bad thing that you did. You know what I mean? Or it could even be something way, very worse, something very bad that you did. Okay. Just try to randomly try to meet this person and say, okay, this is what happened. Okay, it could be something, anything, but just like test the person, all right, to see the person's reaction. First of all, you've checked, you perceive the person genuinely cares about you. This person is accessible to you. You can just tell the person about the wrong deed that happened, just random stuff. See the person's reaction. Then you can, you can tell, you can project, and you can see if, okay, if I open to this person about what I'm going through, I know for sure I won't be judged. It has to be someone who will not judge you, but someone who will encourage you. Number 4, it has to be someone who believes in you. Someone who believes in you. Look around you. You'll find people who genuinely believes in you. Persons who genuinely they see the greatness in you. All right, they see the star in you. They may not even know you much, but they just see that star in you. Those are the persons you can reach out to and open up. Remember, the addictions, okay, addictions, or the sin of addictions thrive in secrecy. When that thing that you've been doing, okay, becomes an addiction, the reason why it has so much become an addiction is because you kept it secret, right? If you opened up very early on, when you started falling into that error, you probably would have not gotten to the points that you are right now. All right. The reason why it have come so far and so big is because you kept it in secrecy. And addictions thrive in secrecy. So you need to open up. You need to open up to somebody, but you need to watch out to who you open up to. That is why this video is here. For you to know the kind of person you should open up to. You're not just opening up to people for the sake of telling people. No, you want to have a positive, result. You want to have like a positive, feedback or impact by opening up. Okay, you don't just want to be opening up to people. No, you're looking for growth. You're looking for help. That's why you want to open up to somebody. So you don't want to open up to somebody who will leave you in a worse situation, right? So you need to look out for the kind of people you need to open up to. Yeah, so number 4 is someone who believes in you. You may have found people come to encourage you and be like, try to tell you there's greatness. There's greatness upon your life. There is something on the inside of you. I know there is something that God has deposited, in your life. I know you're born to do big things. I know you're born to do great things, and encouraging you, all right, to continue, serving the Lord, or to continue not to lose hope, or not to give up on life. Those kind of persons, they are the kind of persons you should open up to. You're not just opening up to people for the sake of that. You're opening up to people because you need help. You don't want to open up to somebody and you're left in the worst situation. You open up to people because you need help. You want to grow. You want to get out of this box. You get what I'm saying? So it has to be someone who believes in you. Look out for that person. That is the kind of person you should open up to. That's the kind of person you should be accountable to. And the last one, number 5, is someone, this is very important, someone you value and esteem highly. All right? Someone you value, someone you esteem highly. To me, this is the most important one, believe me. This is the most important one. Someone who you esteem highly. All right? It has to be someone who you highly esteem. And this is why. If you're relapsing, if you are failing, okay, on your, on your attempt and your strive to, or you're striving to overcome that addiction, and you have an accountability partner, if you don't value this person, you don't value what the person thinks of you, You don't value that person. The person is, it doesn't matter whether you get it right or you don't get it right. The person is not valuable to you. Then it may be difficult for you to want to uphold and put in all the effort. And even if you are putting in all the effort, when you begin to, maybe when you're relapsing, or when you're failing, all right, and you find and this person is not so important, or you don't hold this person in high esteem, you're gonna be like, what does it matter? Okay, like, you're just gonna brush the person off and continue in the circle. Okay, it has to be someone that you value and highly esteem, that you can't afford to disappoint. Someone that has an expectation of you, high expectation, and you value that person. Because if someone has an expectation of you and you don't value the person, you can just easily bail on the person. Like, I don't care if I don't care what you think of me. You can't have that kind of person as your accountability partner. Someone whom you don't care what they think of you. You don't care their thoughts about you. You don't care, what they think of you. You don't care if they think you're doing good or you're not doing good, or you're getting it right or you're not getting it right. You don't care so much. It has to be someone whom you genuinely, respect, honor, someone who you value, and someone whom you hold in high esteem. So that even if you are failing, I care about this person. I care what this person thinks. I'm interested that this person sees that I'm getting it right. So you bounce back. You open up and you continue to put in the effort. Believe me, if you keep at it, you're going to break free. The deception when it comes to addictions is that you're never going to get out of it. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Believe me, you can break free, you can break out, you can break loose from any kind of addiction, no matter how long it's been in your life. Okay, no matter how long you battle with it, you can actually break free. If you keep at it, you maintain the desire, you maintain the commitment, and you have an accountability partner, and you've looked out for these things. Okay, I can open up. Don't keep it in secret. Find somebody and open to. Addictions begin to die when they are exposed. That's right. Addictions begin to lose life. Believe me, addictions begin to lose life when they are exposed. So you can't afford to hide yours. Find an accountability partner. Look out for these indices and trust God to find one. And I believe that God will help you and see you through in finding one for yourself. So this is where we're going to wrap it up. Look out for the next part. This is the part 1. The next part, I'll be talking about five ways that you can actually overcome addictions through accountability. It's going to be powerful. This first part, I just wanted to let you know how to find one. The next part, I'm going to tell you how to, achieve that, your goal of overcoming the addiction using accountability. All right. So thank you for staying right on to this point. I hope you've been blessed. I hope you've learned something. I just want to pray for you at this point. Okay. Let's pray. Father, I pray for my viewers. If there's anyone that is struggling with any addiction or bad habits, I pray that your grace finds them right now. Your word says, where sin abounds, that grace abounds even much more. The grace that is stronger and powerful than any kind of addiction. I pray anybody watching me right now, it rests upon their life to overcome that bad habit, to overcome that addiction. Let victory manifest even from right now. In Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Amen. Thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate you. See you in my next video. Thank you.